This video is a review for NTT's FY 2023 financial reports ending March 2024 and NTT Law Amendment. NTT, Nippon Telegraph and Telephone Corporation, is Japan's largest telecommunications company. Founded in 1952 as a government monopoly, it was privatized in 1985. NTT operates through various subsidiaries, offering a wide range of services including fixed line and mobile communications, internet services, and data centers. Major divisions are NTT East and NTT West, which provide regional fixed line services, and NTT Docomo, which provides the mobile phone services. NTT is known for its extensive research and development efforts, contributing to technological advancements in telecommunication and related fields. FY 2023 Financial Summary. Consolidated financial results for this fiscal year indicate a strong performance across multiple key financial metrics. The company achieved record high levels in operating revenues, operating profit, and profit attributable to NTT. Operating revenue increased by 1.8% to 13.37 trillion yen, and operating profit increased by 5.1% to 1.92 trillion yen. The consolidated profit increased by 5.5% to 1.28 trillion yen, and EBITDA also increased by 3.9% to 3.42 trillion yen. EBITDA stands for earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Evaluation of a company's operating performance without considering the effects of financial and accounting decisions. FY 2024 Forecast Summary. For the fiscal year 2024, NTT forecasts a slight increase in operating revenues to 13.46 trillion yen, up from 13.37 trillion yen in FY 2023. However, operating profit is expected to decrease to 1.81 trillion yen from 1.92 trillion yen, and profit attributable to NTT is projected to decline to 1.1 trillion yen from 1.28 trillion yen. And EBITDA is also forecasted to drop to 3.3 trillion yen from 3.42 trillion yen. NTT plans to continue its strategy of enhancing profitability through investments in growth areas, cost structure reforms, and leveraging synergies from the integration of NTT Docomo and NTT Data. FY 2024 Forecast Summary by Segment. Revenue from three segments: Integrated ICT Business Segment, Global Solutions Business Segment, and others are forecasted to increase in the next fiscal year. Integrated ICT Business Segment is mobile phone business. Global Solutions Business Segment is global ICT services. ICT stands for Information and Communications Technology. Others are real estate business, energy business, etc. Regional Communication Business Segment is NTT East and NTT West's landline business, which is the biggest issue of NTT's current business. NTT East and NTT West are obligated by the law to provide universal telephone services throughout Japan, including high-cost areas. As a result, now that mobile phone service has become widespread throughout Japan, fixed-line telephone business has become NTT Law. NTT is incorporated pursuant to the NTT Law. The purpose of the company defined by the law is to own all the shares issued by NTT East and NTT West, and to ensure proper and stable provision of telecommunications services all over Japan, including remote rural areas. Because NTT owns most of Japan's last-mile infrastructure, including broadband fiber connections, it enjoys oligopolistic control over landlines in Japan. In order to weaken NTT, the company was divided into a holding company, NTT, and three telecom companies in 1999, NTT East, NTT West, and NTT Communications. The NTT law regulates NTT East and West to serve only short-distance communications and obligates them to maintain fixed-line telephone service all over the country. They are also obligated to lease their unused optical fiber to other carriers at regulated rates. Recently, Japan's parliament has revised some parts of NTT law, aiming to enhance its global competitiveness. NTT Law Amendment. NTT claims the outdated law, established before the Internet and digital services market emerged, hinders its ability to compete with global cloud service giants. The recent revision of the NTT law, approved by Japan's parliament, introduces several changes aimed at enhancing NTT's global competitiveness. This time, major changes are research disclosure requirements and board composition. Research disclosure requirement. NTT is no longer obligated to disclose its research results, allowing it to engage in joint research with partners without the constraint of mandatory public disclosure. Board composition. NTT is now permitted to appoint foreign nationals to its board of directors, although they are limited to less than one-third of the seats. NTT law future abolition consideration. The government is also now required to review NTT regulations and to consider abolishing the law completely by 2025, despite significant opposition from NTT's competitors. These changes are intended to help NTT attract global talent and foster innovation. Telephone Universal Service. In Japan, the concept of universal service in telecommunications ensures that essential phone services are accessible to all residents regardless of location. This telecommunications business law includes basic services such as subscriber telephones, public payphones, and emergency numbers like 110 and 119. It also covers special pricing for calls to and from remote areas, including outlying islands. To maintain these services, a universal service fee is levied. Telecommunications carriers, including NTT East and NTT West, share the cost burden to ensure that these services remain available throughout the country. The fees collected are used to subsidize the cost of maintaining phone services in high-cost areas such as remote and rural regions, where providing telecommunications infrastructure is more expensive. But landline business is becoming unprofitable, and abolishing NTT law most likely makes NTT more competitive. Dividend. NTT considers shareholder return as one of the important management factors and has a basic idea of continuously increasing dividends in the midterm management strategy. Based on their policy, the annual dividend forecast for the fiscal year ending March 2023 was 5.0 yen. But in the midterm management strategy, since the EPS goal was achieved, the annual dividend forecast was increased by 0.1 yen, and it was decided to be 5.1 yen per share. And next annual dividends for FY 2024 is forecasted to be 5.2 yen. Share buybacks. NTT has consistently engaged in repurchasing its own shares. NTT executed a buyback program purchasing around Y50 trillion worth of shares in 20 years. These actions align with NTT's broader strategy to increase returns for shareholders through both dividend increases and share repurchases. The company has made it clear that enhancing shareholder returns is a key management priority, with ongoing increases in dividends and flexible buyback policies being central to this approach. Conclusion. The stock price has recently dropped due to the forecast for next fiscal year's profit decline. However, NTT's financial situation remains as steady as ever. Ongoing review of the abolishing NTT law by Japan's parliament is likely to be one of the keys to strengthen NTT's competitiveness and increase future profits.